The history of artificial intelligence from 1950 to now. What if I told you that the idea of machines thinking like humans was born long before smartphones, the internet, or even home computers? That artificial intelligence, the very thing reshaping our world today, actually began as a dream in the minds of a few bold visionaries in the 1950s? In this video, we're going to take a journey through time to explore the complete history of artificial intelligence, from its humble beginnings to the explosive breakthroughs of today. If you've ever wondered how we got from the Turing test to ChatGPT, this one's for you. Our story begins in 1950 with a man named Alan Turing. Turing, a British mathematician and codebreaker during World War II, proposed a provocative question: can machines think? This question led to the creation of the Turing test, a way to evaluate whether a machine could exhibit intelligent behavior indistinguishable from a human.
Breaking news.
By 1956, the term artificial intelligence was officially born. A group of researchers at Dartmouth College, including John McCarthy, Marvin Minsky, Nathaniel Rochester, and Claude Shannon, organized a summer research project that became the launching pad for AI as a field of study. These early pioneers believed that creating intelligent machines was not only possible but just around the corner. Early programs like the logic theories developed in 1955 could solve mathematical problems and were considered the first examples of AI. It felt like science fiction was becoming reality. But the optimism didn't last forever. As researchers struggled with the limitations of early computers and underestimated the complexity of real-world reasoning, funding dried up. This marked the beginning of the first AI winter in the 1970s, a time of disappointment and reduced support. AI was still a dream, but one that many feared might never come true. The 1980s brought a new wave of excitement with the development of expert systems. These were computer programs designed to mimic the decision-making of human experts in specific fields like medicine or engineering. Systems like Mycin and XCon showed promise and brought AI back into the spotlight. Governments, particularly in Japan, heavily invested in AI research through projects like the fifth-generation computer systems. The idea was to build machines capable of logical inference, learning, and reasoning. Ambitious goals for the time. But despite big investments, results didn't live up to the hype. The technology wasn't ready. Expert systems were brittle, hard to scale, and unable to adapt to new information. They could do one thing well but failed outside narrow use cases. By the late 1980s and early 1990s, AI faced another setback. The limitations of expert systems became clear. They were expensive to build, difficult to update, and brittle in unfamiliar situations. This led to the second AI winter, another period of reduced enthusiasm and funding. Once again, it seemed that artificial intelligence had overpromised and underdelivered. Things started to change in the early 2000s. With more powerful computers and the explosion of digital data, AI researchers began shifting from rule-based systems to data-driven approaches. Machine learning became the new focus. Instead of trying to manually code intelligence, systems were trained to learn from data. This approach began to power applications like email spam filters, recommendation engines, and early voice assistants. A big part of this shift was the ability to gather, store, and process massive amounts of data. AI could now analyze patterns and improve over time, something rule-based systems simply couldn't do. AI was no longer just a futuristic idea. It was starting to quietly integrate into everyday life. You probably interacted with AI long before realizing it, whether it was a product suggestion on Amazon or Google autocomplete helping you finish a sentence. In 2012, something big happened. A deep learning model trained on the ImageNet dataset crushed previous benchmarks in image recognition. This event marked the beginning of the deep learning era. Neural networks, inspired loosely by the human brain, were suddenly able to recognize images, translate languages, and understand speech with astonishing accuracy. It was as if AI had finally cracked a hidden code. Then came AlphaGo. In 2016, Google DeepMind's AlphaGo defeated the world champion in the ancient game of Go, a game so complex it was once thought impossible for machines to master. This was a wake-up call for the world. AI was now beating humans at their own game. Go wasn't just a board game. It was a symbol of human intuition, and AI had conquered it. Meanwhile, AI was making waves in everyday tech. From Siri and Alexa to Netflix and YouTube, recommendation engines and personal assistants were quietly powered by advanced AI models. Behind the scenes, deep learning was changing how we interacted with technology. Fast forward to the 2020s. AI has gone from beating humans at board games to generating art, writing code, and even holding conversations. Models like GPT-3 and GPT-4 developed by OpenAI showed the world just how powerful language models could be. We also saw the rise of tools like DALL-E for image generation and Copilot for programming. AI isn't just thinking anymore, it's creating. It's becoming a partner in creativity, collaboration, and innovation. At the same time, we are seeing rapid deployment of AI across industries. Healthcare, finance, education, and entertainment. From diagnosing diseases to composing symphonies, AI is no longer just in the lab, it's in our lives. But with great power comes great responsibility. As AI becomes more capable, ethical questions arise. Who controls these tools? How do we prevent misuse? What happens if AI surpasses human intelligence? Or worse, what if it doesn't understand us well enough to make the right decisions? These are the questions being asked right now by researchers, policymakers, and creators across the globe. The conversations around AI ethics, transparency, and bias are more important than ever. From a theoretical idea in a British lab to a force that's shaping how we live, work, and think, AI has come a long way, and it's still evolving. We stand at the edge of something even bigger. With each breakthrough, we inch closer to machines that can learn, reason, and maybe even feel. So, what do you think? Where is AI headed next? Will it empower us, challenge us, or maybe redefine what it means to be human? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this journey through AI's history interesting, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel We've got a lot more coming on the future of technology and artificial intelligence. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.